Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Jenny and today we are picking out my September TBR. But we are not just doing any TBR, we are using the TBR jar with TBR prompts to pick out my book. I am posting this like a week into September, so it's a little late. I'm sorry. I'm so excited because it is officially the bird months. It's hoa hoa ho season. If you know, you know. I am so excited. Fall is literally my favorite time of year and I'm so excited to read fall books. Witchy, spooky, fun. That's literally my favorite thing in the entire world. So we're gonna pick like 6 prompts from our little jar here and pick some books to go along with it. Hopefully I can get some fall books. All right, without further ado, prompt number 1, let's go. Prompts are so old that I literally have no idea what's even in here anymore, so that's kind of fun. A romance novel. Okay, I feel like that's easy enough. Easier said than done though. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, a romance novel does give me a lot of choices, but it's almost like too broad. I don't know, but I think what I'm gonna go with is A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. Oh, I've already got tabs in here. Love that. I think this book originally released in like April, not this year, but previous year. So it seemed like maybe it was gonna be a springtime book, but then I've heard to actually read it in the fall and it's a little bit more fall-like. So that's what we're gonna do. And I feel like this one could be really cozy for the fall time and kind of like a good transition from summer to fall. Ashley Poston's books always have a little bit of magical realism in it. And I feel like this one is really for book lovers because it's about a girl who gets stuck in her favorite romance series town. So she's stuck in a town from a book. And yeah, so I just think that's a really cute premise and fun. And I think this will be good for the first pick. This is just so fun. Pick number 2. I think I'm gonna do 6 picks. Book by a female author. Okay, that's a kind of freebie, to be honest with you, because I have a lot of books by a lot of female authors, so I feel like this is kind of literally a freebie. You pick out maybe a couple that I want to do. Okay, this one's actually so hard because I could go so many ways because I feel like I definitely have more female authors than male authors. In fact, I think I probably have barely any male authors, to be honest with you. I have just a few options here, but I probably am gonna try to pick some of these for other prompts, so I don't know. I have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana, and then I have Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera, and Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell. I don't know. I'm hoping I can use different prompts for some of these other books. So with that being said, one that I really want to get to is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. So I think we're gonna go with this one. I've just heard such amazing things, and obviously this feels like the right time to read this book. And it's short, it seems sweet, and again, like only heard really good things about this, so I'm gonna add this one for prompt number 2. Here's number 3. Let's see what we got. Author you've never read. Another one that I could really use for a lot. Okay, well, I could do Leigh Bardugo or Amy Tintera because I've never read either of their books. I cannot do Lisa Jewell because I've already read some of hers. So, do that, can't do that. I like this one because it's making me think a little bit more. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna do Listen for the Lie because I've actually never even heard of Amy Tintera or like seen any of her books before. But it says she's done a lot of series for young adults, so maybe that's why. This one is a thriller and it has a podcast element. That's why there's headphones on the front of it. And I've heard good things about this. I don't really want to know too much because thrillers are so much better when you just can go in blind. So that's what I know. And I really love when books have a podcast element. I know it seems like it's kind of overdone and like a lot of books have done it recently, but I really like it, so I don't care. But we're gonna do this for prompt number 3. Number 4. How much do I have in there? Okay, let's see if we get another nice one. Shortest book on TBR. I don't even know how to go about this. My TBR is so long, you guys. I need to do a video where I just like try to crank out my physical TBR because it's bad. I probably have like 130 physical unread books on my shelf. I think what I need to do is probably pick out a couple books that I want to read and then pick the shortest from there because I don't actually know the shortest book. I feel like it's probably maybe this When Breath Becomes Air, but this is a non-fiction. Yeah, this only has 225, but this I don't really want to include this on there. You know what? I really have been wanting to read Harry Potter and I've never read it before. I feel like the fall is a perfect time to get started with it because I feel like, you know, I've seen all the movies, but I haven't read the book. So I feel like it's a very like holiday-esque type of series. So let me see how long the first one is. Okay, we've got it. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Let's see how long this is. Okay, it's actually not super short. It's 309. Okay, I'm gonna do like I said. I'm gonna pick out like 4 books that I want to read and then see which one has the shortest page count. So again, Don't Let Me In by Lisa Jewell. This one is like 360. Okay, that one's probably not gonna work. Butcher and Blackbird, 323. Bride, 396. I guess that puts Harry Potter at our shortest book. And honestly, this is, I think technically like, aren't the beginning ones like children's books or maybe elementary or middle school? This is 309. So we are finally gonna start Harry Potter, maybe? Let me know if you want to see like an exclusive reading vlog that is just reading the Harry Potter series and I can start working on that too. But this is gonna be number 4. Here is a 5. We've got book published this year. Yay. Okay, cool. That is a fun one. Ooh, okay. I like reading new releases. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna be annoying and just pick None of This Is True. None of This Is True. Don't Let Him In. I just love that book, so I guess I'm just thinking about it. I'm gonna pick this one by Lisa Jewell. This came out this June 2025. So we are gonna pick this one. This is a thriller, obviously. And this one, I really don't know what it's about. And again, I don't really want to know that much, so we're just gonna keep it at that. And this is gonna be our 5th pick. Number 6. I guess this will be our final one. Here we go. I'm literally getting the best prompts. Paperback book. Easy enough. Easy enough. Okay, let's see. Should I start Throne of Glass? No, I shouldn't. Now I'm just thinking about restarting Throne of Glass. Here's the thing with Throne of Glass. I know I like it, but for some reason I always get held up at Queen of Shadows. I don't know why. Reread the series twice, but I've only gotten up to Queen of Shadows and I can't get through it for whatever reason. I don't know why. The first few times that I've done it, I have read Throne of Glass first and then I read The Assassin's Blade after Crown of Midnight. And I honestly think that might be why, because it kind of lulls the story down because The Assassin's Blade is kind of like a prequel. So I think if I were to reread it, I would start with Assassin's Blade and then go into it from there. I just don't know if I want to start all of that right now. Otherwise, there's a 9th house. And I feel like this is definitely like a book that makes sense for the fall time, for September. Dark Academia. I honestly feel like I'm a little bit too stupid to understand this book. I have tried to read it before. It looks like I got to page 76 and it's definitely a lot of brain power. Not that the rest of the books on my TBR have that much brain power on them, but do I just do Throne of Glass? Oh my gosh. Like, why am I acting like this is such a big deal? This is why I can't get like a free pick. And this is also why I have to do stuff like this, because when it comes to picking out a book, I can't make a decision. Or I could go really crazy and start When the Moon Hatched. Okay, I think what I'm actually gonna do is All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is book 3 of the Natural series. This is like teenager Criminal Minds type-esque and very much in the thriller era. These are really quick and really fun to read. So I'm gonna add this one, but I'm also gonna add this one just as a little freebie, just in case I want to read it. Just in case. I'm gonna add The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas onto this TBR. And if I get to it, I get to it. If I want to read it, I'll read it. Okay, and this is my stack of books for my September TBR. I'm so excited about all of these books and I'm so excited about like fall reading. If there's a book that I should read first, let me know. If there's a book that you love, let me know. Leave me all the things. Let me know if you want any specific reading vlogs for any of these things too. But that is gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.